Welcome back everybody to Vitally Veg. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different and super exciting. I'm excited to share with you guys my favorite vegan pantry staples. These are all items that I feel like I can't live without or that further my vegan cooking to the next level. I hope you guys check out some of these products and get them in your kitchen as well. Full disclosure, I am not endorsed by any of the companies that are shown in this video. I just simply like to use them. If I was endorsed by them, I would let you guys know at the beginning of the video. And I wish I was, but that's okay. We'll get there someday. All right, let's get to it. All right, so my favorite pantry items to use are all of these right here. I'm gonna go over each and every one with you guys and explain why it's a favorite of mine. Okay, so I'm gonna start off here with this MSG. You guys can see it. I like to use MSG in my meat substitutes or anything that I'm really putting in a recipe that I want to taste meaty. If you're against MSG, I always say use powdered mushroom instead because it gives you that same umami flavor. It's really good, and honestly, it's really not bad for you. I learned in culinary school and my nutrition classes, but if you are still against it, then you can always use mushroom powder. So, all right, next one. Everyone knows of this, I'm sure, but nutritional yeast, I just had to put it in there because I know you guys probably hear it over and over again, but nutritional yeast is such a good vegan product because it really adds that cheesy flavor to things. It's delicious. You get vitamins and minerals from it depending on which one you buy. I highly suggest it, honestly. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, that's too bad. I think it's really good. All right. Now, you guys have probably seen me use this a lot, but the vegan not chicken broth is literally one of my favorite things to put in recipes. I know it seems like you should just use veggie broth instead, but trust me, if you're trying to get something to taste like chicken, or you just want to add really good flavor to any item that you're making, I would use this. This stuff is like a lifesaver. It's really good. I use it in almost everything. I'll use the Better Than Bouillon veggie broth as well if I'm trying to make like a beefless flavor. I'm actually out of that right now, that's why I'm not showing it, but that one's really good too. So highly suggest this and that. All right, next thing. Now you guys have probably heard me mention this before as well. I have vegan lactic acid right here. This is one of my favorite things to use as well, just because if I'm trying to get something to taste cheesy, the nutritional yeast does a good job, but sometimes you need that sourness that cheese gives you, and the vegan lactic acid is really good at that. So I like to put this in my mac and cheese, any like vegan cheese powder that I'm making, like popcorn seasoning. Super good. You should get this. You can get it off of Amazon. I'm sure you can get it in some stores too, but this is one of my go-tos as well. All right, an interesting one for you guys here next. This is agar agar. I think that's how you say it, or agar agar, agar. I'm not sure. This is really good for vegan cheese making, or if you wanted to make vegan jello. I like to have this on hand just because if I'm in like a pinch and I want to make something interesting like that, it's nice to just be able to do it instead of struggle. But if you're really into vegan cheese making, I would highly suggest this, or kappa carrageenan, I think is how you say it. That's another item too that works in a similar way that this does. So if you want to try either one of those, I definitely suggest it, especially if you want to make some vegan cheese that actually sets. All right, you guys might have heard of this one before, but I have some tapioca flour, also known as tapioca starch. Get a visual on that for you guys. This is really good, again, for vegan cheese making also, and even if you don't want to make like a block of vegan cheese, this is really good for vegan cheese sauces. It gives it a nice stretchy texture, which is why I like it, because sometimes you just want that stretchiness of cheese, you know? Sometimes you just want that cheesy goodness, and this is really good for that. This is also good for gluten-free baking, I've heard. I am not gluten-free, so I don't gluten-free bake that much, but I'm gonna want to try to make some more recipes for you guys that are gluten-free, so I'll get back to you on that and see if this is a good substitute. All right, and last but not least, I've mentioned this one before. This is Vital Wheat Gluten. Now, Vital Wheat Gluten is sadly not gluten-free, of course, because it is gluten, but it is really important if you're making seitan, which is why I like to have some on hand at all times. And also it's just really good for baking if you want to add some extra, oomph and stretch and gluten to your bread. This is good to add as well. So I like to have a big one of these because sometimes I just like to make a big loaf of seitan and then have it ready for the week, or be able to put it in the freezer and use it later. All right, and that's it. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and go to vitallyveg.com if you want to see some more vegan recipes or vegan lifestyle inspo. If you guys like this video, I'll probably try to do a grocery haul here soon. I just want to see if this is something that you guys like, and we'll keep trying it out. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.